Hey, look, it's Ratatouille. Welcome to episode 7, The Fate of the Morning Star. So, we're going to do two things differently. First thing, I'm actually going to read the book first, and then, let the ferryman talk, and I'm not going to actually voice over it, but that might change depending on how I feel editing. But I'm still going to keep this in, I might not. But let's get to reading the book now. All the way to the beginning. Book of the Unclaimed Dead. Entrance cast the light. Light reveals knowledge. Knowledge is power. Power has its price. My last words. I slunk my sloop at Marauder's Arch, for I have no more need of her. Wiping the blood off my brow, I scramble to my tomb. Atop the highest peak, I lie staring over the branches a herd. The tree seems near its life's end. How fitting we remain here together. The poison goes down easy, as had been promised. I am the ferryman, and my journey is only now the beginning. Wild Rose and George, 22 summers apiece, souls saved, two young lovers pursued by a madness born from jealousy. Twin pendants of a symbol of their love turned against them, their spirits bound within. And yet, by a pirate's hand, the curse was broken. The fate commanded I should speak with them, judge whether they could help those souls who linger at the northeast sands of Kraken's Fall. Though it will cost me greatly, it seems I must give them their chance. Dinger, 19 summers, soul marooned. This one died in terror, feeling his fate. The sea, its maw, a circle of jagged rocks below provided no respite. Respite. He knows, as do his pursuers, that he is trapped. Pain, hot and wet, peppers his body, casting him into the air as his arms pinwheel helplessly. He falls and falls. Fontaine, 24 summers, I think. Yeah, 24 summers marooned. This one surrendered to his execution, which was as inevitable as it was merciless. His lips part, and he speaks a short prayer as his father's native tongue. Preserve dost thou fouti. I can't speak French. The rest is lost upon the wind. Captain Slate, 63 summers, soul marooned. This one died in battle. I would expect no less. He alone dares to face Nemesis blade. He fence longs, but he is too old now, too slow. Slate flashes forward, and he is too calm. As cold fire consumes his soul, he can only hope she is safe. So basically, a little bit of background. The ferryman, the guy that I said looked like Ratatouille, that's the ferryman, obviously. His last words, he's died at Marauder's Arch. So if we're gonna dive to Marauder's Arch, and then we're gonna, sail all the way to Kraken's Fall, but I'm gonna, obviously cut that part out. That's a bad storm. Hopefully, don't need to go through that. George, Wild Rose and George from the Tall Tale, the Wild Rose. I hate that Tall Tale. If you haven't seen this video, I hate that Tall Tale. Don't watch that video. Don't watch it. It's not good. I just want to get out because it was 2 weeks. Then Dinger, he is like his like I don't really know what to say about him. But it says he falls. That's gonna show how he died. And then the final execution. That's really just what I want to say. Yes, upon the wind. And then he fought in a battle. So let's go to Marauder's Arch. So I think, yeah, he's gonna speak, like, as soon as we get out. So we need we basically need to, like, go, like, yeah, you can so I'm not gonna go through this with
It's the chasm between the seas, you say. Crossed. Souls together. At peace where I may not follow. And yet, others still linger beyond my reach. The curse that binds them continues to spread like a plague, driven by the desires of a dark and twisted mind. If it is not ended, calamity shall surely consume the Sea of Thieves. In life, I was entrusted with a great treasure, one that lifts the veil which hides the spirit world from living eyes. So precious was this artifact, it came with me to my grave. I am naught but bones and dust. And now you too must sink into the dirt and the worms and the blood of a forgotten past. Steel your nerve. Within this book of the dead, I chronicle those damned spirits who linger trapped in the living world. Use its writings to claim my treasure and put those lost souls to rest. Now go. First, seek my sarcophagus, for my greatest treasure still lies within.
So now it goes through portals and disappears. Normal Tuesday. So basically, we're kind of, I wouldn't say finishing, yeah, but yeah, finishing, I shot that. I would say, yeah, in a way, finishing, the ferryman's job. Finishing it, because then, so yeah, we're basically, sorry, I got zoned out. Basically, we're finishing what he didn't, and we need to, like, grab his sarcophagus, but because, like, by the time he dies, he's dead, and because he is the ferryman. If that makes sense. It probably doesn't. So that's the souls that we are saving. Dinger, Captain Slade, and Fontaine. Those, like, we are saving them. So that's why that's why we read the book. So there's a way to like shoot up there, and this is just like the Shores of Gold. So quick story for the Shores of Gold. It took me 3 hours to get a book. So if you ever played the Shores of Gold, there is it's like there's 10 statues. One of them is like how you enter. But the third one on the left, the way to like enter it, the third one, that one has a book on his hand. And it's really annoying to get. Now since we're actually finally up here, it said with the dying tree. So then, you hear that? A Fairman sarcophagus. You think you're done opening it, but you're not. Like, it takes forever. Fairman with the enchanted lantern. And in fact, this shows like the footsteps. So, lots of poison. Then it grabs the book. It's fragments of a forgotten past. So to be honest, to be honest, I wanted to go play with my friend, so we are now doing it, and I must be on the wrong way. We need to go to the, it says it right here, Eastern Sands of Crafton's Fall. So let's go over there. And after a grueling 7 minutes, we finally made it here onto the island. And by the way, I think how did I do that so perfectly? I'm not getting out of that. So we need to find, oh. Well, that's somebody. Oh, we parked on the wrong side of the island. You gotta be kidding me. Let's go over here. Well, there's a little spoiler for you. So if we go over here, just like the ferryman said, you know, see into the afterlife or something like that. If we go over here, oh, this is another spoiler. I know it's not though. We arrive here with 3 chests, Captain Greymarrow, and the skeleton. They run. And I'm narrating the story. They run. They keep running. They spot them. But where are they? They're right here. Captain Slate, Fontaine, and Dinger. They all start running. You can see their separate paths. We're gonna follow Dinger's path. And we just keep following. Keep following the path. We go up here. So basically, there's skeletons chasing after him. So he's running. He doesn't want to stop. He's gonna keep running. You know, you don't want to die. Keeps going. And then gets shot. Dinger. Oh wait, those are. Oh, I thought those were ghosts. No, those are. He falls. As it said in the book. So when he dies, we actually go into the water. Oh. I don't know where, like... I think I know where his key is, and I know where the chest is. I don't know how it gets there, though. What I do know is... Yeah, no, that's someone else. Is that... Yeah, no, that's someone else. Okay. Is it? We go over here. Yeah, no, that's... Basically, any key will work, but we're gonna go with the key that is, like, assigned in a way to him. It's right here. Because if we actually... It's right in the water over here. Because I think if we go up here... it will show... the skeleton throwing his key into the water. So we need to go into the water to find and grab the key, which is right here. Now we have the key. We basically need to keep doing this. So let's go to Dinger's chest from the skeleton. So exactly where we need to go. If we open this This should be the chest. So let's free Dinger from his cage. Not cage. It's trapped. Release soul.
Free at last! I'd almost forgotten the sound of my own beautiful voice. Well, I'm not hanging around here. I'm off.
So he dipped. And now, let's go find the other pirate. The other, part of the crew in the Morningstar, Fontaine. Yeah, we know Fontaine dies. You're not part of the story, man. Well, we do know there's a skeleton walking. Hey, look. I thought someone was gonna shoot me. And now we run over to, and if we use the lantern, sadly we need to use. Either way, we know where the chest is if we follow footsteps, bringing the chest over here to Fontaine's location. And once again, this, I feel like kind of like the sarcophagus of the ferryman. It, like, with everything on the saw tail, like, it takes forever just to dig up. So if I'm correct, this should be Fontaine.
Is it over? Is my nightmare finally at an end? Oh, the sweet tranquility of death beckons at last.
So now we need to go to Captain Slate. Now this is a good story. So the two crew and the captain. So remember at the, like, as soon as we got to the island, not soon, but like when we got here, there was three crew. There's three crew, like, members. Yeah, we're gonna bring that back up. They run. Then we follow Captain Slate. For some reason, like, it just stops. I know it's like, guess where it is in a way, but like, it gets really annoying. But even though in the book he says too old, too slow, this guy runs for like around the entire island. Like, he comes over here. Goes into the water. And then comes out of the water. Goes over here. Keep following. He's running. Oh. And then he gets blocked by Captain Greymarrow with his huge sword. Like you shouldn't have that big of a sword, dude. And he's actually pretty tall. He's running. They go into a long battle. Greymarrow hits. Slate deflects. Block. Hit. Ooh. Still a block. But the final swoosh. Here, let's. Editor, can we get a replay on that? So as we keep going, now becomes Greymarrow's footsteps. Telling exactly where he died. I actually never saw this before. That's pretty cool. It says north, but where? His soul goes into there. Shouldn't be. But basically, if we keep following the footsteps somewhere, I don't know like exactly where it starts. But we go up here. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Did the server just reset? So basically, you move it. When you get like equal. And we need to fight these guys. And all we need to do is go through the cannon. And we should land. There it is. The key is sitting perfectly neat on the edge of the cliff. So let's go. I'm going to cut back to land. So, as you saw from the, replay, and you saw the map, you know exactly where it is. It's actually, maybe this is late because it's near exactly, like if you look, it's right here. Now, dig in the chest. The final chest.
Freedom! It's been so long. I'm in your debt, but for now, I must leave this wretched place.
L. Who's... Well, that's it. So now we see... Captain Slate and all of them here. Captain Slate, Fontaine, and Baker. Fire Telltale. As we see, I actually did it one more time. So there we go. We completed the Deed of the Dead, the Unbroken Bond. Everything is complete. But now, there's a real problem. there we go. We completed the entire Tall Tale. As so now, like I said, like literally 5 seconds ago for you guys watching. If we look, we already have everything from the last few Tall Tales. And one of those things that we have gotten is the Briggsy Scales. But you comment on this video, what looks better? Figure out what looks better, the Briggsy Sails or the Sails of the Morning Star. Yeah. I kind of like the Morning Star Sails better, but what do you guys think? Comment down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. I know I really did. I really like this Tall Tale. I know it was a lot of commentary though. But I hope you subscribe, and the Shores of Gold video will be coming, I think, maybe at most next month. I have school and stuff. So yeah. But I hope you enjoy.